I love watching trailers, but I only watch them after I've already seen the film.
And that takes me back to the first time ever I've seen Taxi Driver. I went in knowing nothing, nada, not even a scene or the score, to the level of not recognizing Robert De Niro because he looked so young.
No, it was a half a lifetime before I was born.
The feeling of 100% engagement, of the ultimate journey. It's like the first hit of a substance that you will crave again and again.
And then new movies kept coming, and that feeling kept getting harder and harder to find, and started asking myself, why? What's happened? What ruined the surprise? And in trying to figuring that out, I stumbled upon two trailers, same movie. The original trailer in 1973 and 2025 trailer for Taxi Driver. And I hope you didn't see that, because goddamn, I hate it.
You're gonna die in the hell like the rest. Come on!
Who the f are you, and what are you trying to say?
The 1976 trailer. Before anything, it starts with the score. Bernard Herrmann. We see Taxi rolling through the New York haze. The narrator isn't a hype man. He's giving you the pedigree.
The critics called him a brilliant new talent.
He's showing you close-ups of Travis' eye, the streets, the look on his face. You don't need a single word of dialogue to feel the rut in his head. Then it
This
pivots.
city here is like an open sewer, you know? It's full of filth and scum.
We see the guns, we see him shooting, but the trailer asks a question.
Them guys get to be a Secret Service man.
Is he a hero? A volunteer? The narrator says he's preparing himself for the only moment in his life that will ever mean anything. And you're left sitting there like, what the hell do you mean by that?
You talking to me?
I don't know who's weirder, you or me.
Even the "you talking to me" line is handled perfectly. It's a little giveaway for my taste, but it's a glimpse into his mentality, not a punchline. They don't shove it in your face, and it ends on that mohawk. That look. You don't know what happened, you just know you need to know.
Wanna work uptown tonight? South Bronx, Harlem? I'll work anytime.
Now the 2025 cut, before you know his name, before the city has even established itself around him, Honorable Discharge Marine.
Discharge Marines.
Yeah, done. Filed. You know what kind of person he is. The box is closed. Then the brown witch. Come on. This is Herman's film. This skull was built to go nowhere because Travis goes nowhere. That's the whole point. Then they show Scorsese in the back of the cap. The cameo.
I'm gonna kill her. I'm gonna kill her with a 44 Magnum pistol.
It's not yours to give away. And then
Hell like the rest. Come on!
You talking to me?
It's a teaser.
The old trailer says the question. The modern trailer is giving you all of the answers, and come on, man, you know, maybe you missed something. Maybe there is something you're gonna get from this story. You already seen that he tried to kill him, so why he tries to kill him? Who is that guy? This is not even the point of the film. This is not even the assassination of the taxi driver is the vigilante. No, it kinda is. But no, but no, this is not the point of a trailer, to give away that much of information. I'm trying to lower my voice because I don't like it. One of them invites you into a world, what we're gonna figure out, what you're gonna get. What if that love life is gonna happen? Why the whole thing about the guns? Is he gonna be some kind of a secret servant? Or what he wants? What the f is that mohawk? What happened to him? Why he's only with himself? Why he's alone? Like, why people saying he's interesting? What's interesting about it? Why the girl sounds like she likes him? The modern trailer, that all out. They give away that she started hating him, she started feeling afraid of him, and oh man, I cannot forgive in a way that Martin Scorsese showed up.
No. This performance, it's inauthentic.
And if it's not that obvious, I stopped watching trailers for 3 years now. Movie trailers practically tell the whole story, and I think it's really harmful. For me personally, I don't want to know anything when I go into a theater. I like to discover it, get into that world, try to get as good of a picture and sound as possible, no interruptions, so you can really have an experience. And anything that putrefies this is no good. And these lines are not mine, those are David Lynch. And that was a really strong word, putrefies. Because he's not only talking about spoilers, he's talking about any kind of contamination. So if discovery is really that important, if the mystery is really the thing, and the first encounter really matters, and one of the greatest filmmakers ever lived is telling us this is essential, so what the hell is going on? And the simple answer is money.
I've heard you are really into artsy-fartsy filmmaking bullshit.
Money.
50% of all movies lose money.
It's been devastating for the industry.
Cinema makes the movies over and over and over as the same movie.
22.4% decline in on-location filming.
We make movies, that people want to pay to see.
Yes.
Movies are expensive to make. Ticket prices are getting higher and higher over the years, and attention is more fractured than it's ever been. Movies should make a great argument for...
All right, y'all. We love it, but whack up in here. We got a trailer crisis.
Trailers are not really about the hype, they're about control. It's all about reducing the gap of what you expect and what you will get. They want you feeling very comfortable watching this film. In other words, trailers are designed to reduce uncertainty. They don't want you wondering at all. They want you feeling comfortable and also get your money. Yeah, because sometimes they don't actually portray a good example of the film. They cheat, try to manipulate the idea you would have, and that hurts the film too. For example, what happened to Civil War? It destroyed the credibility of the film.
Holy fucking shit!
People entered for a war, a civil war, and they got news. Yeah, that's it. They got a hint. They get news. And all of this is not because filmmakers started all of a sudden hating discovery or video editors stopped knowing restraint. No, because uncertainty is risky, and risk feels irresponsible when millions of dollars involved.
What the is wrong with you? You want to bring down this studio? Oh my God!
What you always hear, this wasn't always the case. Trailers weren't always designed to explain movies. You can go and watch one of the greatest trailers ever. You'll get nothing about the film, just a feeling. They weren't preparing you emotionally in advance. In fact, the word trailer is actually a clue.
Because the very first trailer ever made wasn't even for a movie. It was 1913, advertising manager Nels Grunland for the Marcus Lowe Theaters chain.
He had an idea. Why not cutting together 1 minute of a rehearsal footage for Broadway musical, The Pleasure Seekers? It was what we call today behind-the-scene trailer. It was shown in the Lewis Theaters in New York City after the main feature film, and as a closing piece. That is exactly why we call them trailers, because it trailed the actual film. Then the NSS came around, dominated the trailer production in 1990, and signed major studios like Paramount. Overall held a virtual monopoly until the 1960s. Wasn't complete monopoly, of course. MGM and Warner Brothers, they occasionally produced their own trailers, but they were forced to use the NSS National Distribution Network to reach theaters. And this is some of their work, the work of NSS. Casablanca and Gone with the Wind.
To prepare anxious audiences for the arrival of Gone with the Wind, MGM released this unique preview trailer which heightened awareness of the film's release without revealing a single frame of the picture.
That was a selling point.
No, it wasn't. That was just an announcement trailer for the trailer. And I was really quick on my feet to write that as an example. Yeah. Sorry for that.
Because people even then complained. Variety was already sounding the alarm on what they called telltale trailers. Exhibitors were reporting a massive variance of opinion. They argued that showing too much action or the big scenes in the trailer actually took away the edge. It got so bad that some theater owners claimed trailers were actually hurting the biz. They started eliminating any trailer that featured thrill scenes because they believed the audience was getting the best parts for free.
What the else are we supposed to sell this guy?
You can see here the total different point of views, because now we need to assure people of how amazing that would be for them.
One more question.
Imagine that with me. In 1938, nearly a century ago, people wrote for the magazines like Photoplay and Picture Goa, they asking them to agitate for the abolition of trailers. In 1938! Why? Because trailers were working too well. The industry then were facing a crisis. The trailer that was supposed to be a subservient advertisement for the movie was becoming a creativity potent rival to the film itself. But the NSS knew the truth. High-octane spectacle sold tickets. So then, the spoilers were a mistake. That was the foundation of the Hollywood marketing machine.
That is fantastic.
But then, the system cracked. Enter the auteur period. We hit what many call the golden age of trailers. Maybe cinema. And believe it or not, we're still using their techniques today. Take the original Alien trailer. No voice of God narrator telling you the plot. No spoilers of the chest burster or the creature's final form. And one of the greatest taglines in history. In space, no one can hear you scream. But the real ripples were the outliers like Alfred Hitchcock and Stanley Kubrick. Hitchcock was the ultimate showman. For Psycho 1960, he didn't just break the NSS mold, he shattered the rules of the theater. He famously banned late admission. If you weren't there at the start, the doors are locked. His trailer was a 6-minute tour of the Bates Motel where he teased the terrible things that happened there without showing a single frame of the actual film. Then there was Stanley Kubrick's for Dr. Strangelove 1964. He used the Madison Avenue aesthetic of fast-cut montage and aggressive text.
Attack!
Russia.
These directors proved that spoilers weren't the only way to draw crowd. So, when they say trailers today is feeling different, they're not imagining it. They didn't change because the audience grow impatient. They just changed because the rules of the trailer changed. No one wakes up in a trailer house, got one point in his head. I'm gonna ruin the first viewing of the film. This is the total opposite. They want you in the first viewing. They want you in that seat. They want your money. They're trying to guarantee a return on a $200 million investment. And what a pressure. And once that happens, it stops asking why you should see the film. It starts negotiating why you're gonna feel safe doing it. Once trailers became an industry, something else became inevitable. Patterns from the very first NSS trailers, really. Because when something works in marketing, it's not yours anymore. It gets copied, optimized, and played with.
He knows how far I came to find him.
And who are you?
Kristen Downs, homicide.
Don't get too invested because it is definitely not fine art, it is commercial art.
And here's the thing, when a trailer technique works, it starts dying because novelty is fragile and it's just like a magic trick. Once you know the secret, you stop enjoying the trick. People who make great trailers know exactly what they're doing. First, don't explain the story. Create questions, not answers. Sell tone and mood before plot.
What will we name her?
Protect the first viewing, let the film do the emotional work. On paper, these rules are simple, and it's not controversial at all. People working in the industry agree precisely on these points. They know that anticipation is more effective than information. So when trailers show too much, it's not because the craft was forgotten, it's because the rules are fighting something bigger. In 2026, a trailer isn't just a trailer. It's a teaser and a 45 distinct TV spot and international cuts for different cultures. Each one of these assets is shaving away a little more mystery. So yes, these rules are understood. Like, don't shoot the monster. Yeah. But it's not compatible with the system they are in. And once the rule becomes optional, it stops being a rule. They don't want you anymore to be excited in watching the film. They want you to be sure that you won't waste 2 hours of your life. And that in itself is the real tragedy. It can sound like this is an artistic failure. It's not. Modern trailers, as we said, it exists in a system, and the system controls it. But because stopping, that means trusting silence. And silence doesn't really test well in a focus group. The trailer becomes the first viewing. The movie is the replay. And if you don't actually recall any of that, your mind does. It It really does. When you watch it again, you won't feel the surprise of first viewing. Your mind will feel a little bit comfortable, like a slice of a déjà vu. Some people, they don't want trailers anymore, not because they hate them, but because they actually don't need them. And that gave me that there is an actual luxury in going into a theater blind. No context, no expectations made in advance, just a screen in a room and a chance to discover a world that unfolds in front of your eyes for the first time. This isn't advice. This is not a rule. This is just a possibility. Maybe trailers didn't ruin movies. They just made us afraid of not knowing. And yeah, I hate trailers. Yeah, stop watching trailers, start going blind, and you will love that experience.
So no, it's just embarrassing.
Yep, that was it. Final finale. I'm thinking about something. Making a trailer. What are the rules for the good trailer? How are we gonna make it? Yeah. Let's apply all the rules and all the things let's apply this. I'm already a video editor. So let's try to make my first ever movie trailer. But here's the question. Which movie? Yeah, put that in the comments, please. And we'll get the highest likes. And if that even videos got viewed, oh, of course, if I didn't watch the movie, I will go and watch it and then make a trailer for it. So yeah, see you in another video.
It is art. For the record, all movies are art. You don't get to pick which movies are art, which ones aren't art, just because you don't like them.